Alright, welcome back everyone. We're back here at our... Well, I guess... Hello everyone. This is a new episode. uh, Probably should work on an intro or something like that. But, yeah, here we are, back at it with Oddsparks. Another episode over here. We're back here at the first stone mines I had. It might look more familiar over here. And as you can see, we've made some updates. So this is now fully dedicated to pebble production now. And we used to have a stone plate stone cutter here, but that's no more. We're going all in with pebbles now. I made some changes to the path here. It's actually kind of cool. Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah, I made some changes. So now instead of having, left-right splitters down the road, it's just one big line. So, the first one will always be fed. The next one will, it'll be less and less. But the idea is that, I see we're still at the 20, so I can probably still throw down another stone cutter. But it's kind of cool though. I added this optimization where they need to have a stone in order to continue. So if they dump all their stones, yeah, see that guy, they'll just instantly go back and grab more stones. So it's a little, it's pretty cool. It's just kind of an efficiency. Make sure they don't go all the way if they don't need to. Although, like I said, it looks like I can probably throw down another stone cutter because we're still getting some guys all the way at the end that still can't deposit. And then we did something similar here. So we have all the pebbles, and then we added a restriction here, an item filter, so they need to have a pebble to go through. So if they make it through without any pebbles, they just immediately go back down and start the process again. See, like that guy didn't get one, so he's just immediately looping back. And then, yeah, so as you might remember, these would feed into this crate. Get the pebbles there for these guys to feed into here to get the stone path. That means the path tiles. And part of the new thing is we added this another stone workshop to make stone wheels, because that's going to be big next. And then this is where our stone plate production is at right now. I probably want to move these around, similar to what we've done with the pebbles. I can probably optimize this a little better, but right now it's just a loop, so they're just running around to the end. But yeah, they'll feed into it, and then I kind of have the reverse here, where if they get a stone plate, they just go back, and if they don't, they keep going until they get to the end and come back. So it's pretty cool, just like these small little improvements. You might have noticed I have big barrels and big crates now. I think I mentioned I wanted to start using them more in the other builds. I don't remember if I did. But I did try and do the best I could here and there. So, we have this guy here. Looks like, yeah, it's missing swords, but I'm also not making swords at the moment, so it's not too big of a deal there. This guy needs sawn timber, but again, we're not quite making any units yet, so, it's fine. But, yeah, we have our surplus going. I need another barrel. Yeah, maybe that's funny. Yeah, I mean, I have a good supply now of wooden panels to make barrels. Probably do need another system just to get everything in one spot, but for now it's doing pretty good, I feel like. Yeah, this guy, I wonder if the optimizations from the stone area would work here too. But again, yeah, they're just splitting up, going, and then making, I'm sorry, this might not be as worthwhile considering how much the other place was making, how much stone panels. But it's working out here. How are these guys doing? Yeah, okay. So you know they're collecting what they can there. I think over here as well. Yeah, okay, this guy's full. Yeah, so I mean we're getting a good deal of wood materials. Yeah, okay, I definitely need to optimize this because it looks like they just don't have. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, things to do in between episodes probably. Um, but yeah, you know, it's been helping to have these improved barrels for the storage capacity. Yeah, we've got all sorts of random stuff. Oops. Okay, looks like fertilizer's full there. Which, yeah, okay, we can move this guy in there. But yeah, I did do a bunch of quests. I know I promised it at the end of the last episode, so I actually followed through on that promise now. So we do have a ton of quests to turn in. Like this one. Rock tearing shells and quartz. Now we can start making some. Now we can make a furnace and get some charcoal going. Or, oh, I guess just coal. Sweet. I think that's a better burning fuel source than just the wood we would just throw in before. This one's pretty exciting. We can make trains now too. Maybe, you know, that'll probably help getting materials from one end of the map to the other. But we also have, what is this? Fabric? Fabric. Sweet. And then looks like we have a quest immediately after that. Animal scare. That sounds, you know, it's probably gonna be like a scarecrow, isn't it? Yeah, okay, cool. It should prevent animals from reappearing. Okay, so, you know, that'll help for that other mine we have where the rock terran spawns like right next to it. Looks like nothing here for the scientist. Okay. Maybe it looks like just the woodsman, possibly. Sweet. And there's the explosives recipe, which, if you remember, the mayor needs for some reason. And then cool, we just have a little spark, a large spark pen, which I still don't know what they're used for, but they exist. Cool. On top of that, I think I also want to find the scouty spark and the hauling spark. Yeah, it looks like I need it for that too. Oh, okay, I should have brought a stone wheel with me, but you know, that would have unlocked this map views item, or perk. I don't know what we'd call those. But yeah, I did go out and find the scouty shrine this time. That was one of the things that I actually set out to do. And as I suspected, it was literally just in the little corner. Oh yeah, to zoom in. There it is. So if you remember last episode, this area was like black. It was literally just on the edge. Like I just barely missed it. So we can go do that, and I think we need the hauling sparks too. I wonder where they're at. I know the shrine's out there somewhere. I just need to actually look for it on the map right now, but some priority to the scouting sparks for now, just to get things going. So let's head over there and see what they're all about. All right, and here we are at the Scouty Spark Shrine. That like a little telescope shape. I guess we're about to find out. With a touch, the bigger shrine whirs into life and checks that everything is still working. You ready yourself when, of course, the shrine spits out a strange creature into the air. The shrine registers that the Scouty Spark has been immediately activated as part of the test. It's looking like a little spyglass with a fishtail. Spyglass fish. Scouty Spark looks at the horizon as it floats above the ground, ready and eager to receive instructions. However, before anything could be done, with a puff of magic, the spark turns into a stone disc. You place it in your bag, and with the deactivation successful, the shrine states that it is now fully operational and ready to be assigned sparks. Sweet. So a one-use special spark that travels towards the direction it's thrown and reveals the area it travels through. Okay, so as the name suggests, it's literally for scouting areas. Oh, cool! He flies around, little rocket ship. So I don't want to use this guy yet. I don't know how he'll look, but I'd rather turn him into the Divine Researcher. That way we can get the recipe to start crafting them. It's probably going to be next to the Rocky Spark right here, the little factory we have going. Now regarding the hauling spark. There you are. Oh, okay, cool. What if we can just take advantage of the fact that it's so close to it. So as we get the hauling spark. Oh, you not bode well. Yeah, it looks like all the stumpy sparks here died. I don't know what's wrong with this mechanism. It looks like they're spawning, and then I guess because they're standing there, the little spunnies just kind of take them out while they're stunned. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's what's going on, but yeah, they slowly like die. I don't know why our first flying stumpy troop just seems to go on infinitely. So they were just built different, I guess. I don't know. And then how do I get up there? Oh, I guess I did bring ladders with me, so that works. Ladder 1, ladder 2. Hopefully I don't get tossed. Sweet, okay. And then here we are, hauling Spark Shrine. Looks like a little cauldron with some wheels. With a touch, the bigger shrine whirs into life and checks that everything is still working. You ready yourself? When, of course, the shrine spits out a rather large creature to the ground. The shrine registers that the hauling spark has been immediately activated as part of the test. The large hauling spark rears up its hind wheels, ready and eager to receive instructions. However, before anything could be done, with a puff of magic, the spark turns into a larger than usual stone disc. You place it into your bag, and with the deactivation successful, the shrine states that it is now fully operational and is ready to be assigned sparks. Sweet. So no efficiency. I guess they can't be used to push buttons, but defense and offense. I guess they're about as defensive as the rock. They're about as defensive as the Rocky Sparks, and they can do more damage. That's something worth noting. A large worker spark able to carry one whole stack of items, but takes up more space on the path. If it only were a little bigger, then it could carry me. Divine Researcher just looking for a nice little cart to drive around in. But okay, cool. Capacity's at max, so it looks like they're specifically meant to kind of just carry stuff around. Yeah, existing paths may not be able to handle them. Okay, because they use up both lanes of the path. Okay, so we can try that out again once we get set up more, or once we once we turn in the recipe over here with the Divine Researcher. We'll craft a few. There he is. Little minecart, I guess, more than anything, or it's still a cauldron with wheels. So hauling spark or scouty spark. Oh. Okay, he's got too many carry sparks, so let's move that guy out. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Okay, cool. We've got that all set up now. Now we can craft hauling sparks and scouty sparks. Okay, and then I guess just the next one just for some more waypoints. All right, awesome. And then he did give me 10 and 10 and 10 of each. So we can actually use that to turn in over here at the statue, the monument. And now I guess we can find puffy sparks and boomy sparks. Yeah, looks like we need them for the next machine range. Waypoint range and then health upgrade. Okay. Health upgrade's probably useful. I forget if we've started cloth or if that's the current. You know, that might be the current quest actually. It's not. Okay, so we can probably make cloth. I just need to actually go ahead and do it. But okay. Looks like we've got a need for a bunch of explosives. And I guess we do that. So we'll I guess we can check out the Scouty Sparks. Actually, let's just check the recipe so we don't have to walk all the way out there and then come back. Scouty Sparks. Yeesh. Okay, so we definitely need dowsing stones. Okay, and stumpies. We got a good amount of stumpies. I don't know about the dowsing stones, but let's see. Oh yeah, we've got a good deal of dowsing stones. Okay, so we only need the 40 Scouty sparks, so we probably don't even need all this. Oh, but we still need the 40 stumpies. There we go. Got lost there for a moment. Okay, so that's the 40. And then I'm probably going to want some more, what's they called? So, some more crafty sparks. Okay. Oh, I already had some with me. Okay. And then, yeah, we don't need this anymore. So we'll just put that there. Cool. And then we can try out the hauling sparks actually, just because I'm curious to see how they'll do in our little pebble carrying area. Yeah, so he's taking up the full place. Okay, he cleared that out, so he took the 20. Oh. That's the problem. So maybe we just put a filter here as well. And it's... No. We should put it here, actually. Okay, filter here, and it's only if he has any stone on him. Sweet, okay, so he cleans that out. He goes and delivers, I guess, one station by station. And he still has some left over, so he's Yeah, he's even able to drop some off on the way back, so cool. It seems like, yeah, this one guy can handle it. Awesome. And then I'm guessing just the one guy can handle this too. Yeah, and then they can turn these guys into more hauling sparks. Digivolve them. So we'll throw him down that way. And then, you know, we still have the check there, so he can't leave until he has pebbles. Oh, okay. And we have this problem again. This is why we test before we just leave. Huh. It's tough. I don't know where to put him so that it'll only catch if he's coming back. I wonder if a splitter would work here? No. Huh. Okay, maybe we'll just use a splitter for now. And then sometimes he delivers to the barrel, sometimes he delivers to the crate, because it looks like they've got a ton. And so, you know, hopefully this evens things out. I think this is actually a perfect spot for hauling sparks too. I guess the little circle works here because I can probably add a second one too if needed. But I'm curious if he can make a full lap before these guys are done. The answer is yes. Okay. So I think the one hauler is fine. I probably don't need to provide this speed boost, but I mean I have the path, so I might as well use them. And then kind of want to have another stone collector here. So then we'll put the filter here. And then if he has any stone, we'll go that way and dump them out. Alright, cool. Sorry about all that. This is kind of what the game's all about, you know, just finding these random little optimizations and trying to do what you can with them. At this point, it looks like, yeah, we don't need to deliver stone wheels to the merchant anymore, so I can... that's gonna be annoying. I'll cut back shortly. Alright, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to transfer those over. And, alright, cool. So, things are happening. And, yeah, I think we're at a pretty good spot there for now. So, let's go do the scouty stuff, like I mentioned. I keep calculating that I need 40, but oh, is everyone dead here again? Everyone's dead here again. I need to figure out how to fix that. Part of the problem is if I send out swords, they'll chop down all these trees. And I don't know if we need trees in order for that to be hospitable for the spunnies. So for the time being, I'm gonna leave it alone. Maybe something will come up. make more sense. But we'll leave that be for now. Maybe I'll remember and go put in more stumpies later. All right, so I foolishly came out here without checking what I need to make the workstation for the Scouty Sparks, but I guess while I'm here I can drop off. Oh, okay. I can drop off the just get some haulers going. And I forgot wheels. Okay, I forgot to bring things for both of them. I'll be back. All right, I brought the stuff for the workstation, and this time I forgot to bring the wheels, but I also realized I didn't have much storage space. So here we are. I'll just set up the Scouty Sparks now instead and walk away. Let's throw down a barrel here and have a... Sure, let's just have a hauler there. It's overkill, but let's just do that. So yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna go get the wheels and then go back to the hauler check. Oh man, dude, poor dude's over here just shuffling. Sorry, yeah, I'll be right back again. All right, we got the wheels here. It's all set up, so that's good. I'll throw down some crates. Okay, I'll clear the area and then throw down some crates. But hopefully we can get some nice hauling sparks going. Sweet, that needs that, and that'll need the wheels. Yeah, this takes a while, so I think even just a little stumpy can do it. And then just one more over here. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, that'll be automating for a bit. I know it's overkill to have the crates, the big crate and the big barrow, yeah, but I mean, I've got the resources, I might as well. Cool, so we got a good chunk of those guys. Starting to regret using the stumpies a little bit because I don't know if I brought exact change. Where are we at with the scouting count? 22, and we need 40. Okay. Just another 12 more. I'm gonna just jump to when they're all done, so I'll see you back in a bit. All right, cool. We are back. We've got 42 now, so that's 2 more than we needed. I was actually curious to see how this guy works. So let's see. We've got the map here. Kind of just want to shoot him straight north and see what happens. Oh, cool. Okay, we see him here. I don't know if... Well, I'm assuming this is all elevated, so I'm assuming he's just like flying up and down different elevations. Oh, and... Okay. I don't know why I totally thought he's going to make it all the way to the edge of the map. But no, it looks like he just got to like the first shady area and just... Okay. Well, that was fun. So let's go see the scientist then and see if we can just drop off all these scouties with her. He had such determination in their little voice too. He was like, no, like they were gonna go all out. All right, so cool. We've got all this logic gate stuff for motion sensor capacity. Wonder how the capacity sensor. Okay, these are These are definitely interesting. So we have sensors. Okay, so now these are the logic gates. Yeah, those were sensors, not the logic gates. Okay. And we probably have all this. I can probably just go grab that. Actually, I'm gonna go grab that right now. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. It looks like they actually updated this display. So, signal timer. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it's on, then off, or probably the other way around, actually. I wonder what's making the little stumpy turn around. There's like a little pink puff to it. Yeah, see? Like what is that? And this guy activates on motion. I'm a little confused there. Like I don't know what's going on. And what's the... Ah. Alright, well, something to look into. Maybe it'll make sense later. I did get all the materials, so I'm just gonna drop them off. Not that. And then with that, we've got our additional logic gates. Cool. Oh, and then another... Okay, more complex logic gates. Oof, okay, that's a lot more stuff. I might have all this too. I'll be back again. Okay, I'm back. I turned in the items, but I haven't turned in the quest. I don't know what's going on with this contraption right now, honestly. Did I need to stand on that, or what changed? Oh, okay. Oh, motion sensor. Okay, so it's sensing me. There's a lever. Okay, so the lever's constantly on. Hmm. Okay, I think that's how it's working. Oh, it's a little close. He might be going the wrong way now that I think about it. Okay. So, I guess this lever provides power. Oh, no. Okay, so it's connected to an AND gate. And this motion sensor is connected. Okay. So, if both the motion sensor and the AND are on, that powers this guy. Okay, okay, so it's going through this pixel to kind of let us know what the output is from the AND. So it's off right now. It'll be on right now. So it's on. And that'll activate this blocker. And then it'll go to this NOT to turn off this guy. Yeah, this guy's just constantly on. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, cool. So we have this other stuff now. Data flip-flops. Oh, this is okay, I'm gonna have to look up these a bit more. They ring a bell, but it's been a hot minute. Oh my gosh, okay, we have another quest. Limestone rope and dousing. Okay. I don't think I have all this now, but I probably can. And you know what? Yeah, I kind of just want to get all this logic stuff. So maybe I'll just go do that right now, and I'll cut back once it's ready. See you in a bit. All right, I'm back. I managed to get all the items together. When I came back to turn it in, I saw that they have a counter going here now. So let's see, pressure sensor. Oh yeah, I realized I have this new view, for wiring. So we can see, it looks like that button presses this counter gate. So it'll, I guess that counts one. Oh. Is it counting? Okay, I'm not sure how that works. But I'm guessing it's connected to the... Oh, is this whole thing a counter? Oh, this whole thing is a counter. Okay, okay. I thought this was like a counter, then the... Was it 8-segment display, followed by something else? Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's displaying how much it has, and I'm guessing that's like the overflow. Right, because once it gets to 8, 9, 10, you still need the 1 to go somewhere. Yeah, there we go. It lit that up. And that. Okay, so I'm wondering if you can change the orientation of the counter then, just because I would have expected the wiring to go all the way down there or something, but I'm wondering if, yeah, if you can change the orientation of this display. Anyways, that's just something extra. Let's turn in this quest. Cool. Modular ribbon writer that transfers signals from a wire to any of the 4 bits in the ribbon, as well as ribbon readers. I also made a 4-pixel display to help you check whether your ribbon design is working. Have fun. Okay, that's cool. And I think that might be all the scientist's quest. There's nothing else she has for us at the moment. So we might be all done there. See who would be like the next best target. I can probably do this. I just need to hunt some more elephants. Hunt some mantis stags. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll do some hunting. I'm still kind of not great at fighting the mantis stags, so I'll just jump to being done so you don't have to see how many Rockies passed during the fight. Oh, and this guy needs hauling sparks. I didn't expect for that. Okay, so I also need to get the hauling spark production up. Or, well, I had some, so I probably just need to go dump some more off. But okay. I kind of don't feel like doing this, but I might as well do it just to get rid of it. So you know what? I'm probably just gonna do a quick jump cut, and hopefully just have as much of those quests as done as needed. Yeah, looks like we're just gonna be collecting bark. Yeah, we're just gonna be collecting a bunch of stuff. So I'll be back regarding all this shortly. All right, welcome back, everyone. So guess who forgot to record and didn't record the turning in all the quests. So as you can see, our little quest log is a lot cleaner than it was a few seconds ago. Or yeah, I guess I don't know, maybe a minute by now, depending on how much I've been rambling. So yeah, so I completed the quests and I thought I was recording. Turns out I wasn't, so I turned them all in. Is there a place to see the previous quest? Probably was. That's probably it, right? Well, point is, I went and did the paint. I I totally forgot what I did. Oh, right, cool. Okay. Yeah, so I went and got the paints. It was a little boring, but it was just making a cutter and then just putting stuff into it. I don't remember if this was one of the things I was going to do, but I did get the scarecrow. I don't know if that was already on the video or not. I think this is one of the things I was going to turn in. Again, I think it came with just the mantis stag, so I just fought some to get the pellets, turned that in. And then, yeah, I turned in the rope. I think the dowsing stone took the longest just because I don't have it automatically set up. And yeah, that might be the main stuff I forgot to record. But yeah, so scientist seems to be completed. You can see the new gadget here. It's ribbons, I think is what the term was. Well, yeah, ribbon writer. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, so they just represent different numbers. I wonder why it says bit. Or because a bit would just be a 0 or a 1. There's at least 2 bits here. Regardless, So it looks like the button pushes and that gets decoded here at the pixel display. So it'll step on the 4. We get the. Oh, I guess my guys are pushing buttons too. That's cool then. Okay, so it's showing which ones are being pressed at any given moment. Okay, well, I am hoping to do some experimenting with all this circuit logic between episodes. Hopefully, next episode I'll have some more exciting stuff. There's also the train system that we unlocked with the merchant. I'm actually looking forward to setting something else like that. For that, I'll try and at least set up like a train and then do one on camera just to see how it went or how it's done. But I kind of just want to experiment without having people stare at my my work. That said, since I turned in everything, I ended up doing the explosives and the hauling sparks and the fabric for the divine researcher. As you can see, the mayor's done. And at this point, I was like, maybe I just go get the boomy spark and the puffy spark. These are some of the improvements I made. I added this shed here just to dump a bunch of aether shards because we were getting a bunch just from the flying stumpy setup. And then I set up this hauling spark here, so he'll collect all the wood. He'll dump some off here to keep the teleporter going, and then he'll go drop off with the stumpy spark, and then he'll just come back and dump anything he has left in the barrel. I was kind of happy this worked out. So as you know, they take 2 slots, or they take both sides of the road. And I think he would normally come back, probably. I don't know if this one way is actually needed, but the one way blocks him off. So he's like forced to go down here and then just start the loop. So I was pretty proud of myself for figuring that out, even though there's probably a chance I don't need it, but I was proud of myself for that. And then this is the explosives layout. Explosives. Here's his layout. Yeah. But yeah, I don't remember if I set up the second big crate on camera, but these were both filled with limestone. Looks like I need to make another limestone run to grab some more. Looks like the explosives are filling up nicely though. And then here I set up some fabric. This one's a little slow just because it seems that our guys are a little slow to make rope. I'm debating maybe just adding some more rope, adding another loom here for extra rope. Yeah, because I don't know that I need any excess fertilizer. I think this guy can probably handle it actually. So maybe I'll remove this and add another loom there just to make more efficient use of our time and space. On top of that, I made a change here to our second portal that we have set up. If you remember this long path here, I set up a furnace. So now we make coal, or we make coal now. And coal is a much better fuel source than wood. It'll burn longer. So our portals typically burn through... I forget how much. I should probably check. Oh, I can go and check real quick. That's the beauty of having the portals now, is that I can just leave and come back. So this one, yeah, eats 12 wood per minute, whereas our charcoal just burns 2 per minute. So it's a lot more efficient. And then I have this guy going through. They'll top it off, and then anything they have left over, they'll drop into the barrel here. So I'll probably be figuring out more stuff to do with the charcoal, but at least I'm making charcoal now. You can probably set up a second station actually, and or who knows? I can probably set up multiple stations, but I'm assuming charcoal is going to be pretty important. But maybe once we get the trains going, maybe that'll come into play. We can figure out more about it. Yeah, these guys are all full on limestone. I think I do want to set up a train station just to grab limestone and this just quartz just to bring it in closer. Just because, yeah, I've got too much of a collection. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping with the train, maybe setting up a central base somewhere and just kind of gathering all the resources. But I guess we'll see how it goes. And I did make the scarecrow, animal scare, I guess. So this is the radius. Nothing can spawn in here, so that's why we don't have the rock terrain anymore, and I can just freely walk around. But yeah, so that about does that. I got all the hauling sparks. It was just a slow process of feeding into our system over here. I wonder if they actually got through all. Yeah, okay, they finally got through it all. I put in a good amount of clumps and what's the other? Oh, clumps, and then I put in a good amount of clumps and pellets into the system, so they were struggling to burn through it all. Yeah, so you still have a bunch from the other stumpies. Let me just top these off real quick, actually. I'm just trying to burn through it. I'm making swords again. Oh wow, we ran out of that. I'm making swords again just because I figured maybe I'll probably need them eventually. Yeah, let me drop off this limestone because I'm gonna need storage space again. But yeah, sorry, sidetracked. But yeah, so it looks like it's all set up pretty well. Everything's moving. Cool. I should probably clean up a bit more so I'm not carrying all this stuff. I think there is like a magic storage system where you can you can just like shove things in there and you can just grab it when you need to build. So I might look into investing in that. At least just for like this random uh, like enemy drops and stuff, just because they randomly come up in recipes. Okay, that's a little annoying, but okay, we'll live with the extra wood for now. But yeah, so let's get the puffy spark and the boomy spark, and then I think that's where I'm gonna call it for the day. This episode's already going kind of long, but we did a lot. I mean, we found the hauling spark, the scouty sparks. We did all sorts of stuff today, and I think it's a good point to cut off. And then, like I said, I do want to experiment with the railroad system and the like circuits. So hopefully next episode we just have I can show that off, and we can just experiment some more with it. And yeah, so I found the shrines apparently a while back. I guess I found them before the scouty sparks, and so we're just gonna go pick them up real quick. Let's deal with this guy. Alright, well, I guess we'll see right now. With a touch, the bigger shrine whirs into life and checks that everything is still working. You ready yourself when, of course. This shrine spits out a rather strange creature to your arms. The shrine registers that the puffy spark has been immediately activated as part of the test. There's like a little rock dude with a burlap sack. The puffy spark inflates and deflates, ready and eager to receive instructions. However, before anything could be done, with a puff of magic, the spark turns into a familiar stone disc. You place it in your bag, and with the deactivation successful, the shrine states that it's now fully operational and is ready to be assigned sparks. Alright, so what's their deal? Special spark that sucks in air, pulling items and small enemies. It's immune to gases and can store and expel them. My favorite bedtime story was about the puffer mice who puff up to scare off their predators. That's fun. I don't know if you've ever seen the video of that little mouse that it's like a predator, I guess. It's like a desert mouse that in the video every time I see it I have to watch it like fully, but every time it shows up it's just like a mouse fighting a scorpion, and ends up taking out the scorpion, and then it lets out its battle cry, which is just like a little squeak. It's like, hee. But I don't know. Like, I think the narration does it better. It's just like it's a victory cry. But anyways, okay. So these guys are mostly defense and capacity, but no offense. Okay, that's interesting. Since they're immune to gases, I assumed maybe we could use them to fight the miasma people, like the octopi or squids. But maybe that's not the case. But I'm sure they'll be needed for a reason. We'll figure that out maybe in the next episode. What's the recipe though? Fabric and a rocky spark. Okay, so that's not too bad. So I probably do need to make sure I get the fabric production going, or make it more efficient, I guess. Because I guess it will come up once we need to get more puffy sparks in production. Speaking of fabric, though, I remember I need at least one for the upgrade in the town artifact. I keep calling it the statue, and I don't remember what it's actually called. Okay, so that's that guy. Now the boomy spark over here. I've somehow gotten to the shrine before. Here's hoping, it's ladder accessible, but it's probably not. So I should probably just be ready to have to parkour my way over there. With the air vents littered around the area. Hey, okay, no, yeah, we got there relatively easily. Boomy spark. Okay, so he's definitely got a fuse. It's gonna be a bomb shape of sorts. Alright, let's see. With a touch, the bigger shrine whirs into life and checks that everything is still working. You ready yourself when, of course. What the heck? Aw, I hit space and I don't know if that canceled it out. That's lame. Okay, note to self, click next time, don't hit space. I don't know, that just took all the wind out of me. Okay, a one-use special spark that creates a large explosion that easily shatters stone. Reminds me of our old man. Oh, oops, the Mason sisters. I can't do high-pitched voices, I'm sorry guys. But yeah, it reminds me of our old man. Hey, he was always blowing up at us. But okay, so one-time use, I guess, yeah, they blow up and they're gone. 2 defense and 4 offense, so I guess... I wonder if they're the way to go to beat the Rock Terrans, but I also wonder how worthwhile it is. Yeah, 5 explosives and 3 Rocky Sparks. Yeah, I don't know if... At most, I feel like I lose 1 or 2 Rocky Sparks per fight with a Rock Terran. I don't know if I'd want to use this for 3 Rock Boomy Sparks. I don't know. We'll see. Again, there's going to be some use for them. It did say they blow up rocks, so maybe it's more for exploring than anything instead of actual combat. But yeah, with that, we can come over here and turn them in. So there's the one Boomy and the one Puffy. Alright, Divine Researcher's happy now. I wonder why these seem to come in certain sets. I mean, okay, I just figured game mechanic, but okay, maybe if they recognize it, that means there's something else going on there. Now that I study them every day, I've spent time with the Puffy Spark. Once again, a fascinating little spark. I want to emulate a Puffy Spark to capture miasma. It might sound strange, but gas capture technology will be useful in a lot of ways. A foul sack. Foul sack. Okay, so I mean, I'll probably save this for next episode because I think the Frowl are like these big boss types. Or we'll go look for it right now. I think there's one that spawns right next to our first rock area. Cause I can hear his thumping footsteps. I'm just gonna go real quick and if he's there, hopefully 30 Rocky Sparks can handle it. And hopefully it's not a completely terrible ordeal. But I swear, I heard him somewhere around here. It's either here or near the Stony Spark area. Nope, I hear the footsteps, so he's definitely out here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Frowl. I guess frog owl? Okay, let's just throw one guy and see what he does. Okay. I'm guessing that's his, sucking in all the noodles in one go. I kind of want him to, like, be distracted. Yeah, what is there actually a chance that he'll just eat all the sparks in one go? I hope not. But yeah, okay, this is gonna be a while. So I will probably just fast forward this so you don't have to sit through the whole thing. Just know that I'm very worried about what's gonna happen if that gulp attack ever lands. But yeah, I guess we'll see how this plays out. All right, we got through that without losing anyone. That's a resounding success, I'd say. Wow, yeah, we got all 30. Oh, we got 2 Frau sacks. That's exactly what we need. Okay, famous last words here. But I'm gonna do a quick jump cut and just try and get the small vials set up. I kind of just want to complete this before we move on with the mayor. They're both tier 6 missions. I might as well just wrap it up. So I'll do a jump cut, and I swear I'll check back in this time. Real quick, I just wanted to check in here. I made a furnace because apparently I need that for the glass vials, the small vials. And I did not think this through properly. This maybe works. Yeah, okay, cool. So that'll feed wood, and I guess I need quartz too. So I think I'm just gonna set up a quick crate here. And then just dump a bunch of quartz in there. But yeah, I'll jump cut to when our 80 small vials are done. Alright, so I set up a supply chest. So this will be done in a few seconds, maybe even a minute. I figured I'd just head to town and turn in stuff here at the monument while we wait. So we got the fabric. Very cool. I should have gotten the... for next time, but... okay, well... I'm gonna jump cut again, aren't I? Oh wait, raw ether. Okay, I don't know what that is yet. Okay, never mind, we'll leave that be. I'll hold off on these for now. Whoa! Okay, no, I do want to get this. I'll jump cut again. Okay, for those of you wondering about the people that make YouTube videos and always seem on top of things, they plan. Okay, they're on top of it. I am not. But yeah, okay. So quick jump cut there. We got those things. So the vial and the coal. This activates more waypoints, which I still need to actually hook up. And then we have the stone wheel for map. I was only interested in dimensions. Better overview of trains and wireless logic. I do want to mess with that kind of stuff, so it's good to have. Yeah, okay, I don't know if I want this just yet, and I'm not about to go find a rock turn for it. Let's get to what we actually came here to do in the first place. And there's the 2 Frau sacks. And sweet. Oh, come on. Seriously, another? Oh, that's cool. Let's make our own Aether Shards. But yeah, I'll do this between episodes. It's already getting pretty long. I can feel it. Yeah, it's tier 6, but I'm sorry, Divine Researcher, it's gonna have to wait till tier 7. And talk to the mayor. They've designed a wonderful. The Mason sisters have designed a rather wonderful bridge, and it has a viewing platform. Let's go get that bridge built. It felt a lot faster. Like the music was still going. But nice, we have this little bridge. I guess this will be the next area that we work on with the mayor's quest. And yep, everyone has a quest. So let's pick those up. We can take stock of things, and then I'll try and save some for the next episode, but I'll probably do some in between. This guy wants us to find crashy sparks and slashy sparks. Make a bunch of boomy sparks and a bunch of puffy sparks. And a bunch of choppy sparks, which we have a few, but I guess we're probably gonna need more. Yeah, so I'll try and get at least this requirement done. And then we can find the shrines together next time. What's the merchant want? Further into the mountains, we have a lot to talk about. The volcanic cave in the northeast of the mountain is full of copper ore. Okay, so a new resource, it sounds like. Find entrance to the volcanic cave and then deliver some copper ore. Okay, we're entering the Bronze Age. Mason sisters. Stone spikes. Just a fun shape to make. Okay. Spikes. I guess spikes can be fun. Okay, I think we have the stone wheels. We don't have the dowsing stones. So one more point to getting our loom set up, because we need that extra rope supply. But that'll lead to stone spikes, which, if I remember correctly, I think the Divine Researcher says we'll need. Yeah, that looks about it. Oh, that's interesting. Boomies will turn into stones. To these crashy spark. Okay, I get. Maybe we just won't use the boomy sparks. Mayor is happy with the bridge. And yeah, there we go. She wants to clean up the land. Don't know what a leaf knot is. Coppering it, I'm guessing, is related to that Aether seeds. We don't know what that is either. But okay, we'll keep those in the backlog. Oh, hey, the woodsman has a quest for us too. I wonder if it's paint related. Oh, extra pure water from stellar ice in the glacial plateau. Far northwest. Okay, so it's opposite of the mine. And maybe that's where leaf knots come from then? Question mark? Or we can grow them with the green. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be. Okay, maybe I'll have to. I'll focus on train stuff, but I guess all this new stuff. It sounds like we're gonna be exploring new areas, so I'll probably hold off on that. I know I've explored a good chunk of them. Yeah, so I'm guessing that's the mine then, and then that's kind of looking like frosty area. So for next episode, and then the quartermaster wants to give us an expandable ladder. So make a bunch of ladders. Yeah, I was curious on that. Simple, you know, with simple upgrade to the ladder, and we can just use an elevator. But yeah, why the extendable ladder when elevator exists? I guess we'll find out once we do that. Is that everyone's quests? That is. Okay. So at least for next time, I can definitely, like I said, I'll fill in these missing items. We can definitely get at least these two. I don't know about the miasma vial. I'll look into that. Maybe that'll be next episode as well. We'll definitely wait till next episode to explore the volcanic cave. I can fill these out, have them ready for next episode. Don't know what this is, so it's definitely next episode. Next episode, and we can do this. Okay, so yeah, I'll fill in on as many quests as I can. Like I said, I want to set up a train system just because I'm tired of running out here to get the limestone and quartz. Or maybe I'll even just figure out how to set up that waypoint. I saw a cool video on YouTube. Maybe... well, it was like before the 1.0 release. But this guy had a pretty cool idea on how to remotely access the waypoints. So I'll probably look into that. And yeah, I mean, hopefully I do set up a train station at least. Just because, I mean, I could teleport, grab stuff, and come back. But it'd be nice to just have that kind of stockpiling somewhere automatically. But yeah, we've done a lot this episode. We've unlocked at least 4 different types of sparks. We're missing the Scouty spark. I might have tossed the last guy just to explore some bit of land. Yeah, we got these 4. We finished most of tier 6. We just have alchemy stuff. And yeah, we've definitely we've been improving our infrastructure. The Holly Sparks really made a difference. Anyways, I hope you had fun with this episode. I certainly felt like I was enjoying myself this time around. And here's to seeing what the next episode has. Hopefully, you know, electrical stuff and trains. That just adds that much more to the experience. Anyways, thanks for sticking around, and I'll talk to you next time.